Justice Yashwant Verma, who has been accused of corruption and is facing removal over a scandal involving burnt cash in his bungalow, approached the apex court in the cash haul case. Justice Verma has sought to invalidate a report by an in-house inquiry panel that found strong evidence of his active control over the cash. Verma has also sought to quash the May 8th recommendation by then Chief Justice of India Sanjeev Khanna, urging Parliament to initiate his impeachment. The judge contended that the recommendation was based on an unsustainable report prepared through a process that ran completely roughshod over his rights as a constitutional functionary and an individual. The petition comes just ahead of the monsoon session of Parliament that begins next week and which will see the government begin the process of impeaching the judge here. Anisha is getting in more details. Anisha, legal recourse is what Justice Verma is now seeking. Talk to us about, what are the options really before him, given that the monsoon session of Parliament is approaching and we would, in all likelihood, be seeing the proceedings of impeachment there, isn't it?
Well, Sneha, we'll have to see how this pans out. Now, this petition has been filed before the Supreme Court. From what we're hearing from our sources, this petition was filed sometime late last evening. And what Justice Verma is arguing in this is that the in-house procedure was against him was completely invalid, that the inquiry, the manner of the inquiry violated constitutional principles. He has also said that the investigation was based on unverified information, and he was not given a chance to cross-examine the witnesses or investigate or examine the evidence that is against him. In addition, he's also raised the question of media trial, and could the Supreme Court administration have made the inquiry report public with the details as it did without giving him a chance to examine the evidence in the first place. So we'll have to see how this pans out in the court, because remember, these allegations have raised a lot of questions about both the conduct of Justice Verma and how things are being done in the judiciary. The question of the in-house committee has also been hotly debated across both in society and in the judicial corridors. And we'll have to see how this will pan out. We are getting in sources, multiple senior lawyers would be appearing on behalf of justice. The Supreme Court will take up this matter, how the court will take up this matter, all of that is something we'll have to wait and see. But with the monsoon session coming up, as you just rightly said, time is running short. If the government is able to put together the numbers that it needs to move an impeachment motion, that will also take some time. Please remember that impeachment is not something that happens immediately. The removal proceedings require a motion in the Parliament. Then after that, it requires an inquiry. After that is the vote on the inquiry itself. So that will also take some time. It is let's wait, back to you.
Right, I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Anisha Mathur getting in those details. He says his rights have been infringed. This is Justice Verma in connection with the case against him. Remember, an inquiry had in fact revealed that he indeed was in the wrong and that he did have control over the burnt cash that was found at his residence, which was found accidentally, remember, at his residence. And there was a fire, and fire dowsing officials had found, in fact, burnt cash, a pile of cash seen on your screens, after which an inquiry was initiated. He says his rights have been infringed upon, even as we know that there would be a possibility of him getting impeached in the upcoming monsoon session of Parliament. Damning cash haul report, Justice Verma's misconduct has been proven. The recommendation is that remove this judge. Also, remember, the cash was found in the storeroom of the official residence of Justice Verma. Storeroom under judge and family's control. Evidence is that burnt cash was removed on the 15th of March. Charges against the Judge Verma have now been upheld. The misconduct has been proven and the removal has been recommended. Findings based on direct and digital evidence. The conduct of the judge lapse undermines public trust. This is what the Supreme Court panel looking into this case has said.